بكم في حلقة جديدة من برنامج لقاء. عمل في إكسبو قرابة 10 ملايين زاروا الإكسبو قبل منتصف الفترة الممتدة حتى 31 من مارس القادم. خلال 3 أشهر استقبل الحدث الدولي أيضا بما يقرب 10,000 شخصية قيادية من مختلف أنحاء العالم. بوتيرة الانطلاقة ما يزال إكسبو دبي أكبر وأهم مسرح لتعميق العلاقات وإقامة شراكات طويلة الأجل بهدف دفع مسيرة التنمية المستدامة حول العالم. من خلاله أثبتت دولة الإمارات قدرتها على جمع العالم بنجاح وأمان وسلامة. لقاء عملنا اليوم سيكون في جناح سويسرا الجميلة. ربما من المهم أن نذكر أن سويسرا كانت أول دولة تعلن مشاركتها في إكسبو 2020 دبي. هذا هو أول جناح يكشف عنه هنا في هذا المعرض الدولي الكبير. صنف الجناح السويسري ضمن الأجنحة الخمسة التي شهدت أطول صفوف انتظار للزوار، وضمن أفضل 10 أجنحة ذات شرفات عالية بإطلالة خلابة. تصميم الجناح السويسري مستوحى من الخيام البدوية وفن العمارة المكعبية الشهيرة. يبتسم الجناح لزواره بهذه الواجهة التفاعلية العملاقة من المرايا، ويفرش لزواره السجادة الحمراء إكراما لهم وترحيبا بهم. على هذه السجادة الحمراء سيتحول اللقاء الأول في هذه الحلقة مع سعادة سفير سويسرا في الإمارات السيد ماسيمو بادجي. Your Excellency, thank you for coming from Abu Dhabi. The first question that I will ask, what happened? What happened to your arm? And thank you for coming even though your arm is broken. What happened?
Thank you so much. You know, when you are an ambassador, you have diplomatic immunity, but that doesn't prevent you from falling from horse. That's what happened.
I'm so sorry about this. I'm so sorry. But thank you for coming despite your situation. But, you know, this shows your dedication to Switzerland, your work, and, of course, to the pavilion,
Expo. Yes, of
the
course.
Expo. You know, you were the first nation that announced their participation in Expo Dubai 2020. Why was it important for Switzerland to be in this edition of Expo?
It's true, and it's not by chance. You know, Switzerland is a small country with major interest around the world in many areas. And for us, it's very much important to be there where new ideas born or develop. And this is why we are here at the Expo. We do that in many areas around the world, and we do that in international organizations. Also, we have many in Geneva, by the way. So we do that systematically, and also we got awarded here at the Expo because when you are the first country to participate, you usually can choose the place where you will have your pavilion, and we are very much happy to be here very close to our Emirati friends.
You have a beautiful location. First, you are next to Saudi and Emirati and Al-Wasl, and you are in the opportunity districts. And this is, of course, shows that there are many opportunities giving your location, Switzerland and UAE. It's a very good location, actually.
Yes, and it reflects also the location of Switzerland in the world. Exactly at this Expo, we are at the crossroad of many interest, many culture, and that's exactly what we want to be and what we want to show. And also we want to give a contribution to all that to make it grow in a harmonious way. This is our mission here at the Expo, and not only here at the Expo.
Your Excellency, the relationship between Switzerland and UAE started way before even the founding of UAE in December 1971. It started in the 60s with bilateral trade between the two countries, and you were among the first countries that, of course, recognized the UAE. How can you define this relationship that started way before the journey of UAE even started?
We were very lucky because late Sheikh Zayed used to travel to Switzerland very often, like many Emirati friends nowadays also. And I believe that during his trips to Switzerland, he probably get acquainted with the political federal structure of Switzerland. We are a confederation. You are a federation, very similar. And I think that this helped us a lot to understand each other better. And then, of course, in 50 years, we developed friendships that result in concrete project endeavor cooperation in many areas. And that's probably the reason why we are very much on board on almost every major project that are coming up here in the UAE.
You started this journey of relationship in the 60s, as I said, because it was driven by the booming of oil production in here, but it never stopped in the oil or the business area. What are the area of cooperation between the two countries?
We have many areas of cooperation. Economy as a whole, of course, is one of the most important, but also we are into science and research. The Federal Institute of Lausanne is headquartered also in Ras Al Khaimah. We have a Swiss school in Dubai. So education also is an area. And then, of course, service and financial service in particular. I would say, generally speaking, we are strong in all areas where you need high value added product and services, because this is the comparative advantage of Switzerland in Switzerland that you see abroad as well.
Where do you want to take this relationship between the two nations, the two countries that are, like you said, similar in so many ways?
The sky is the limit, and we don't put ourselves under this constraint of having a limit. We privilege a kind of a bottom-up approach. We are strong in a few areas. We look at new areas, and we want to grow in all this possibly. And of course, with the UAE, we understand each other particularly well in a few specific areas. I mentioned financial services, I mentioned research and development, tourism also. So these are areas where we are trying to focus our attention.
You know, you are Swiss. And people from Switzerland, of course, they are very comfortable to live in Switzerland. But despite that, there are around 3,000 Swiss living in UAE, which is the largest community of people from Switzerland living outside Switzerland, the largest in Middle East and North Africa. What made them settle here?
I would say job opportunities, first of all, but also quality of life. I think that in Switzerland we have a high quality of life, and when we go abroad we tend to privilege places where we find a similar high quality of life, and this is very much the case here for the UAE.
What do they bring with them? What values, what expertise they bring from them, with them from Switzerland to UAE?
I would say because we are growing up so much together, we share values. We share values when it comes to ethics of work, of living, and this is something that probably make the life easy for us Swiss people to come here to the UAE.
You are here in this edition with a huge, one of the most remarkable pavilion in Expo, and you yourself, Your Excellency, praised the Expo edition of Dubai. What is distinguished about it? I mean, besides that it came after a very, very tough years and months of the pandemic.
I would say two things that makes this Expo absolutely unique. First of all, it's the first Expo that takes place in this part of the world with these values of this region that are growing internationally through the Expo. This is very much important. A second thing that I like very much in this Expo, I was involved in Milan as well, the previous Expo. What I like here very much is that you have a vision for Expo after 2020. District 2020 is excellent because it's not possible nowadays to have mega events like that without being sure that there is a future after this event, this location. And District 2020 is credible for Dubai and is credible for the world. And hopefully we will be able to participate also in the development of District 2020 when we will close this expo.
What do you aim to do? How will be your role in District 2020? Just to explain to the viewers, this is where Expo is taking place. After Expo, some people will leave their pavilion, some others no. Some buildings are here built to stay. So this will be called District 2020. What is your role as Switzerland that you want to play in this district?
Well, one contribution that we can give is to make sure that there is an heritage that comes out from this pavilion. Because this is really the house of Switzerland, and it is successful because we brought here a few values of Switzerland that the Emirati friends and the international community appreciated very much. So we are naturally keen to make it last even longer. By the way, this is quite of a characteristic of the Swiss people. When we when we go abroad as a government, but also companies, we tend to invest in the long run. And this is something that we would like to do here at the Expo as well.
What do you think the heritage and the legacy that will be left after Expo 2020, Dubai?
I think that unlike other Universal Expo, we don't have to search necessarily heritage into a material construction. You know, I don't think that it will be another Eiffel Tower, or I think that what makes the difference here, hopefully, is that we have been able to grow a few ideas that will shape our future. And you know, when we started to prepare this expo, we had eventually the impression that connecting people, creating the future was very, you know, abstract, very, you know, but
theme.
now, exactly.
Yeah.
But with the pandemic, we understood that this is essential. And yeah, I would search for the heritage of the Expo exactly in this way.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you for hosting us in the pavilion, and thank you for coming from Abu Dhabi. And thank you for coming despite your situation. Hopefully you will recover very soon.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Now I will talk business and cooperation between and the relationship between the two countries with His Excellency Consul General of Switzerland.
Excellent choice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Your Excellency, good morning. How are you?
Good morning to you. Great. Ready for a coffee meeting.
Coffee meet. Thank you for the coffee.
Most welcome. Please, this is a Swiss coffee at its best.
So this is the espresso.
It is.
Espresso is Swiss, of course.
Basically, this is the right start into the day.
Yes.
When you take a Swiss coffee.
You know, Your Excellency, of course.
Call me Frank,
like
please.
Frank. Thank you, Frank. Frank, like every human on the planet, I start my day with a coffee. I have to say, I start with Nescafé, which is Swiss. And then I go during the day with an espresso. Thank you very much for this, for the humanity you gave us this Nespresso and Nescafé.
Most welcome. Switzerland is one of the biggest coffee traders in the world. Even we don't grow coffee at home.
The beans.
The beans, but we trade them. And the coffee, the Nespresso, for example, is made in Switzerland only. We don't have any other production site in other countries.
Really? I didn't know.
So it's Swiss quality that you are drinking here.
And Swiss quality is a brand.
It is what we sell, basically, yes. Reliability, quality, trust. Those are the cliches of Switzerland, and they have a long tradition, and we wanted to keep them alive.
And you brought all those qualities to this pavilion, to Dubai, to Expo Dubai. What are the prospects that you are looking for through this pavilion in Expo Dubai 2020?
Now, first of all, I would like to state that the World Expo Dubai is really a restart button for the whole planet. It's the first post-pandemic, if you want so, global event happening, and Switzerland was the first country to sign in and confirm its participation. This place is so important for us to rekindle, to restart, to reconnect, you know. This is the first prospect for us here at the Expo in Dubai. And at the Swiss Pavilion, of course, you have what you need here.
You felt that the economy is rebounding after the pandemic through the Expo and, of course, other manifestation and exposition in the world. But through Expo, you felt it, Your Excellency?
We can say that compared to the first Expo in London, 1851,
yes.
170 years ago, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, we were not there at that time. And afterwards, the Paris Expo, again London, again Paris, etc. It was very Eurocentric. And the fact that we come for the first time to the Middle East shows that this place is not only a place to discover and to come and do business, it shows that the region is ready to speak at the world stage, at the global stage. And we are here to support and to help and to participate in this aspect.
Business-wise, what did you find here in Expo? Were there partnership, cooperation, deals made in this pavilion or through this pavilion through Expo?
So we were lucky to organize a few events, corporate events, at the Swiss Pavilion. Why did the companies, the Swiss companies based here in Dubai or coming from Switzerland willing to do that here? Because, of course, it gives them the officiality. It shows them the Swiss flag for the products, the technologies, or the services they want to offer in the region. So we organize those events for various industries. We covered several topics, and we will still do so for the next 2 months to come.
Amazing. With 16 or more than 16 billion Swiss investment, with more than 20 billion bilateral trade, UAE is the most important, partner of Switzerland in the MENA region. Which area are focusing in this investments and this bilateral trade, and where do you want to take this very strong, cooperation and relationship?
Maybe I would like to jump back 66 years ago, before even the foundation of the UAE, where Sheikh Zayed, the founding father, may rest in peace, had this vision of uniting the several Emirates here, making it in one country, and got inspired by what the United Nations did and what Switzerland did with this diversity, the many cantons, the different languages. So in 1955, he traveled to Geneva, and I saw some pictures of Sheikh Zayed rowing on a rowing boat in front of the Geneva fountain.
Oh, wow.
I found that in some offices here in the government. And I think this shows the relation between our two countries when the Sheikh became the first pioneering ambassador for Switzerland because he came back to the UAE. He created this wonderful nation here, inspired somehow also by Switzerland and the United Nations. So basically, this is how it all started. 66 years later, actually now 67 years later, we also, of course, have the usual suspects here in town. Call them the finance industry, call them the pharma, the machine industry, all the Swiss products, luxury products, watches, of course. We all have a Swiss watch here. Of course, you're not allowed to have anything else. No, I'm joking here.
I see that,
yes. But the Expo also gives us the opportunity to dig a bit deeper, to take the vision of the UAE leaders and to say, okay, now there are new industries and niches where Switzerland can play a role. We're talking here about food security for the country. We are talking about digitalization in all aspects, in health, in the machine industry, in services, digitalization is anyway going to come, and I think the UAE is a front runner when it comes to that. So those are industries and specialities where Switzerland definitely has some added value to bring to the country.
And you built over 6 decades this trust between the two nations. So the Made in Switzerland, the Swiss brand, is really welcomed in the UAE and very trustworthy.
Yes, definitely. I just want to correct one thing.
Yeah.
We provoke that trust for Switzerland, but it's vice versa. We enjoy the same trust when you look at the UAE. We speak at the same level. We have the same concerns for our people that we tackle in different ways.
Sure.
You know, Switzerland has a 700 years old history, UAE a 50 years old history. We learn from each other. The younger learns from the older. You listen to the elderly. They have some wisdom in experience. Switzerland listens to the UAE because young people have crazy ideas. They go for it. They have the courage. They don't shy away, you know, thinking out of the box. And this is where we complement each other. I see this relation as really a complementary relation.
And you have a lot of similarities and between the two countries, even though you are from two different continents, the diversity is one of those similarities. Absolutely. Between the two countries. When you are living in a very diverse country like UAE or like Switzerland, and this is what bring the richness of each country and complement each other, actually.
Absolutely.
Frank, do you know how many companies operate here, Swiss company operate on the UAE soil?
Officially between 250 and 300, but wow. Don't forget that we have a startup environment.
Yeah.
Those are young people, those are geeks in the blockchain or crypto or AI and whatever. They may be not yet registered, they work home office in Dubai, and we see that burgeoning everywhere. We get in touch with them. They call us to signal their presence here. So I would estimate, you know, easily 300 Swiss companies currently active here that represent about 10,000 jobs, direct jobs.
Frank, you are blessed with this view. You are blessed. We can see the Saudi Arabia, the Wassel, Opportunity Pavilion, almost everything. This is beautiful.
And in the background, we have the Swiss flag waving our visitors over there. And we have the blue sky of Dubai that invited 1.3 million visitors during the holidays.
True. Yes. Only during the holidays of December there are and more than 10 million during the first months of this pavilion. I'm sure during the night it is a breathtaking view.
Well, come back for an event at night and you will see.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth it.
We have to see it by night because
it's magical with the lights show, with the drones and everything. Yes,
exactly. Many regional headquarters for very famous and very big corporate Swiss firms having their regional headquarters here in UAE. Why did they make this choice to be based here in Dubai or in UAE?
Well, to be frank, UAE has a few years advanced on the other countries of the region. The ease to do business is incredible. It's a perfect geographical location. It is also a connectivity hub. If you think about cargo, ship, airplane, etc., you reach any continent in a few hours. Then it shares with Switzerland this wonderful political stability, this safety net that one feels when going to Switzerland, when coming to the UAE. And it works in a very interesting time zone, covering the Asian markets through the stock market, Europe, and then the Americas. And this is very important. And on top of it, they just adjusted the week, the working days in the week, which makes it even better, not only easier, but we will be able to work more and achieve more because we will align with the other countries.
Thank you so much, Frank, for coming here for this interview. You know,
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Now I will go to meet Manuel. Yes. He will give me the tour in the pavilion. I didn't see the pavilion
You're going to have
a
blast.
Really?
Yes. We hope you feel the emotion of Switzerland away from the normal cliches. You'll experience something different, innovation, And don't forget, innovation is, according to Mark Twain, they didn't know it was impossible. This is why they did it.
I love this quote. I love this quote. Thank you, Frank. Manuel asked me to go in front of the pavilion.
We receive you with the red carpet. We receive every visitor with the red carpet.
Yes, I love it. I took even a selfie in the red carpet in my entrance here. Should we go together? I know you have...
no, let's go together.
Let's go. You go to your meeting. I go to meet Manuel.
Lovely. I follow you.
Thank you. Thank you. Manuel, bonjour, good morning.
Guten Morgen. Willkommen im Schweizer Pavillon. That was German, I'm sorry.
German and Italian and all the languages. This is the diversity of Switzerland.
Exactly, 4 languages, you know.
4,
yeah. 4.
Italian, German, French
and Romansh.
And Romansh.
Which is spoken by 50,000 people only. But we preserve it in the southeastern part of Switzerland.
That's what makes the richness of Switzerland.
Indeed.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm
the
good.
weather is good.
I'm so happy to see you here.
Thank you.
And
Thank
the weather
you,
is fantastic.
I know you are enjoying
It's so good.
this.
We should actually, you know what we should do? What thousands of visitors do? We should try to reflect with a smiley in the back.
Smiley?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thousands of visitors do
nice.
this. 750,000 have visited the Swiss Pavilion so far.
I love the heart in this umbrella. I love it's smiley, it's nice. Even though it's very hot, but we take the umbrella, it gives this freshness, you know, feeling. I have no idea why we have umbrella at the beginning of the tour.
If you look at the waiting line,
I want mine.
You want yours?
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
Please, there you go. Should I open it for you? Or?
I think I will handle it. Oh, okay,
Fantastic.
look at this.
What is it?
It's dots. What is it? Dots?
It's the famous Swiss cheese, you know, with the holes, the Emmental cheese.
It's Swiss cheese. Okay, now we understand why.
Yeah, so we have these symbols. The smiley, because everyone is happy in Switzerland. Yeah. You have the cheese. Switzerland is known for chocolate and cheese. And we invite the people to actually play and become part of the scenography of the Swiss Pavilion.
I can see now the reflection.
Yes. Look, my smiley and your cheese. We make a good couple.
Yeah, I love this. So this is a translation for the theme of the pavilion that is reflections.
Exactly, exactly.
Why reflections?
Reflections with a double meaning. Reflections, we're reflecting in the pavilion,
Yes.
we take photos, we post them on Instagram or Facebook.
Of
We
course.
advertise a visit of the Swiss Pavilion. And once we will have visited the Swiss Pavilion, we should reflect on sustainable development. We should reflect on what we have seen. We should reflect considering to make a trip to Switzerland and see Switzerland for real. So it's this double meaning.
Yeah.
And even there's a last part of reflection that is always happening on the rooftop during the program for People and Planet, where we invite opinion leaders, students, scientists, professors to attend our seminars, roundtables.
I love the idea. Every time I move on, can we start the tour?
We can, yeah.
You know, Manuel, every time I move here, and I didn't visit the pavilion yet. I will visit it for the first time with you. But I came here months ago. Nothing was ready, of course. I think it was in April, last April. Every time I come across here, Manuel, have long queues. How did you make it? With the umbrellas, of course.
With the umbrellas. You know, and for once, Switzerland, we're a very small country. We're very discreet and modest sometimes, but here we are bold. We knew that Expo Dubai, we have to not fight, but we have to create attention for our country. That's why we created this Hollywood moment. The one we're experiencing now. Look, all the fans.
I was here at the beginning, at the entrance in the beginning, and I took a selfie with my reflection here. Honestly, it's beautiful.
It works.
It's Instagrammable, it's impressive, and it's really, you give us the look of a red carpet event theme,
Yeah, it
like
makes you
we are
feel
in
important.
Hollywood. And of course, I came in red today and white. Yes.
And red and white, the Swiss colors.
Yes.
Perfect, perfect.
So how do we start normally the tour? Tell me.
Okay, we will have played on the red carpet. We will have had our Hollywood moment, and then we're invited to dive into Switzerland, entering a crystal cave.
Let's go. Crystal Cave, let's go.
And we're welcomed by another representative of the Swiss industry. It's not only cheese and chocolates, but we're very famous for our watches.
I don't have.
You don't have?
No,
well,
I
you
don't.
might consider to get one, you know.
I will.
So,
Rolex.
and we
Hello.
start the Swiss journey.
Yes.
And now in here the mood changes, you know.
Yeah.
We would like the people to get ready for the next experience.
It's
in the
like
Swiss
a
Pavilion.
tunnel.
It's like a tunnel. We have a lot of caves actually in Switzerland, be it in the mountains or in the glaciers. There's a lot of caves.
Yeah.
We hear some sounds that might be ice, you know, from the glaciers. The glaciers are constantly moving, so that should us bring into a completely different mood. And here, in this small room, the visitors need to take a very important decision.
Yes.
Do they want to walk up the mountain, cross a sea of fog, or do they want to take the little train? It's actually a moving carpet that takes them through the city, the lake, and the mountains of Lucerne. So here the people are actually, they have a choice.
So if I go here, I will go directly to the mountain. And if I go here, it's like an experience of a train, the feeling.
It's a
immersive.
feeling of moving along the city of Lucerne, that is one of the most famous tourist destinations in Switzerland. They're a partner of the Swiss Pavilion. They present themselves if you take the little moving carpet, whereas here, basically, first of all, you have a shock because you don't see anything. And you don't know where you are.
I don't.
And I believe you're daring enough to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I want to go to the
Shall we?
mountain. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's go.
go.
Oh, wow.
Watch out.
Oh, what
so
are
now
we?
we're in the fog.
Fog, yeah. What are we exactly?
We're in one of the Swiss cities in
Yeah?
October and November when it's very foggy, you know, because of the humidity, the weather gets colder, so we don't really see. And that's an experience that we have in Switzerland a lot in the months of October and November.
Okay.
But what do the Swiss do?
Yes.
They take a little train
Yeah.
and they try to go up to the mountains to find the sun.
Oh,
And
I love
listen to
this.
some typical Swiss sounds.
This
You know
is-
the instrument?
No.
It's an
Which
alp horn, a very long horn
Ah, I know what
that
you
the
are
people
talking
blow
about.
in the
Yes,
mountains
yes,
to
yes.
communicate from one mountain to the other.
Really? So
Yes.
this is every note of a music is a sentence.
Yes,
It's a
exactly.
message.
Yes, it was used to
Beautiful.
communicate. Exactly.
Oh,
If
amazing.
somebody had lost a cow, for example, or one of the
Yeah.
No kidding,
They
you
say
know?
the other one. Did you see my cow?
Exactly.
It's a brown with a little bit of white. Yeah, that's a very good, smart way of communication in the middle of the many mountains of Switzerland.
And look now,
Yeah.
we're actually above the fog slowly.
Yes.
We are in the mountains and we see beautiful Swiss
Look at
mountains.
this. My goodness, you really brought the experience of the mountain in Dubai.
That was important for us,
In
you
the
know, to play
desert.
with the emotions. And
You know that
you have
I
to
cannot
find your
say-
way.
I cannot find my way.
So it works. The concept
It
works.
does. I love those videos, Manuel, preserving
It's
the
very
word.
poetic,
It
no?
is.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is very refreshing.
It's very refreshing.
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm really like afraid and scared to fall down.
You're
Okay,
safe.
but
You're
I'm
safe.
safe. I'm safe.
In Switzerland, we have all our mountains. We have a lot of walking ways where you
Yeah.
can go for hikes.
Yeah.
And it's one of the favorite hobbies of a Swiss person to go and hike in the mountain.
And to the tourists also.
And tourists,
go and
more and more
discover,
tourists actually. They also
yes.
hike or take a mountain bike, you know.
And
And we have reached the top.
oh, look at this.
And it's night now
I want to sit on
in
the top of
Switzerland.
the mountain here. And the fog is down. Look at this.
Grüezi, that means hello in Swiss German.
Hello. Grazie.
And now we actually follow two tourists who discover destinations in Switzerland in a very playful, poetic way.
Oh, it's fun.
You know Jet d'eau, Geneva?
Yes, of course. Geneva. It's and
One
of
of
course
the
lakes.
old
and,
boats, the speedboats that we have on the lakes, the beautiful scenery, the trees. Actually, we talk about what Switzerland is known for in this
Yeah.
room. And obviously hoping that people will go back home book a ticket to Switzerland and come and visit.
Yes.
Exactly.
Amazing. Where will you take me next?
Now we change scenery.
Okay.
Now we leave the beautiful nature and landscape and mountains, and we go into a very urban space. Follow me.
I'm here with you, Manuel. Oh, that's
and now
completely
you see
different.
it's completely different.
Oh, yeah.
Symbolically, after having left the mountains, this room symbolizes a city of tomorrow. You know it better than me. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, with all the skyscrapers,
Yeah.
we need vertical transportation. And the elevator, I didn't notice, is actually the most used means of transport in the world. 3 billion elevator trips per day, believe it or not, yeah.
That
And
is
that's
an
an
amazing
interesting-
number.
yeah.
It's interesting fact.
Much more than bicycles and cars, it's
Oh,
people
wow.
going up and down.
And of course, it needs innovation to have those smart, fast elevators.
Exactly.
So what Switzerland is providing the world with?
One of the biggest elevator companies is actually coming from Switzerland.
Yeah.
It's Schindler, and it's our main partner. They invite us to dive into their world by scanning the QR code.
Yes, let's scan.
We can dive into the Schindler world, and we can find out where we find all their products.
Okay.
So it's a very...
Their products are all...
And you open Instagram, obviously.
Instagram.
They are communicating
Their
through
products
Instagram.
are all in our towers, you know, and
Yes. And what is
buildings.
very popular now,
Yeah.
if you look up there, and we managed to promote it to a lot of Emiratis, you know, real estate agents. It's a very simple tool that allows you to project content on elevator doors while waiting.
I can see
Don't you spend a lot of time waiting for elevators?
True.
And now you can be entertained.
While waiting for our tour to get
Exactly.
into the...
Yes.
Nice, very nice. I like how now the smartness of the cities is entertaining everybody differently. And this is what the elevators are bringing to the world.
It's
I
one
like
possible moment. And yet again, you know, like the sea of fog, the room itself is very artistic and poetic.
Yes.
Because we're not at the trade fair. Yes, we do promote tourism, we promote economy, but we're not at the trade fair. We should entertain the people. And make them
Entertain
feel
and
good.
showcase at the same time,
Yes.
bringing the innovation of Switzerland to Dubai, to Expo.
Exactly.
This is the point of Expo.
Exactly. If you take a step back
Yeah.
into this room, that's the view I like the most. When you step back and now you look up there, you know, you really see the high city and you see the elevators going up and down.
It gives you the impression of elevators going up and down, yes.
Okay.
It's like we are in a huge artistic elevators.
Exactly.
I like it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's wonderful actually.
And now actually, after this room, everybody will go down.
Let's go down.
And we will discover why Switzerland is the most innovative nation in the world. Believe it or not.
I believe it when I see it.
Okay, good.
Let's go.
And now, symbolically, we're under the fog, and we have wells collecting water from the fog, and we use these wells actually to present content. And what's interesting about this room, the content changes again with the program for People and Planet of Expo. With the focus weeks, we've talked about space.
Of course.
We've talked about sustainable development goals and mobility. We will be talking about water during the whole last month of Expo. That will be a very attractive exhibit.
Of course.
How to manage water in regions where there's not enough. And we'll be talking about public health next week. And the room will be animated actually by students of the Scuola Dimitri, which is a theater school in the Italian part of Switzerland. So the room changes. Whenever you come back to the Swiss Pavilion, you will find something else.
New. You know what I like? Switzerland is very rich in water. But still, you want to manage to find new solution to provide water to the whole world.
Exactly.
You don't need water, you have it, but...
We have it, and you know, by having it, you could say we just have it and we don't care. But even though we have it, we still develop ideas, and we have a very beautiful project that is called Blue Peace, trying to managed between countries, one country buying a dam, for example, resulting in the fact that the next country, the downstream country, does not have enough water to water the fields, and we try to manage and find ways on how to find a balance between these two countries, and that's something that we will be talking about in the month of March, the last month of Expo.
So always Switzerland is there to combat so many challenges facing the whole world and the planet. You are there.
True, and I'm glad you recognize this. For this, we have International Geneva, where the UN and the WTO have their main offices, and we try to be a neutral meeting place for people to come and connect. What's happening here in Dubai, actually in Switzerland, it's in
This is the distinguished thing of Switzerland. You told me at the beginning of the tour we are a small nation, but actually you give a lot to the world.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So show me the space and tell me why it is the nation that gave the most innovative nation in the world.
Actually, we can go here and grab, by touching this water or by grabbing a drop of water, you get some part of the DNA of Switzerland. What is the DNA of Switzerland? We don't have natural resources, so from a very early day onwards, we had to be innovative and think about creating businesses for our people, how to feed our people. So yes, we don't have natural resources. Our DNA is to have a good educational system, to have a stable political system, and to have world-renowned institutes of research and education. So you actually grab...
So this is the water.
You grab here.
The DNA.
That's the University of Zurich, that brings out a lot of people and a lot of Nobel Prize winners, by the way.
Oh, you made me want to see all the others. So what is this one? This is like a pyramid. I don't know what it is.
This is good infrastructure, and the proximity, we've talked about this just now. Very fast, you can be from a beautiful mountain resort back in your city.
Oh.
So it's the beautiful and very attractive lifestyle that the Swiss people are having. And we also show, we can see here a very simple project, but that incorporates a lot of Swiss values.
Is this
making
a boat?
more out of weight. This is what do the Swiss people do this day of the year? We ski.
You ski. So you need the boot.
The average lifespan of a ski boot is about 2 to 3 years. Okay. If you ski intensively or you grow and then you have to throw it away. Now, in the southeastern part of Switzerland, there's a startup that has developed an idea of how to make more of an old ski boot. Oh, sorry. So what they actually do, and they do it with a group of people of the determination, they take it apart, they dismantle it, they put away the metal into metal recycling, and they make this resin out of the material of the ski boot, and this resin can then be used for 3D printing.
Now I understand. So the boots, who are, like you said, 3 years
3 years lifespan.
They take it, recycle it, and make something else out of it.
Yeah, plastic resin.
Plastic resin.
That can be used for 3D printing of either objects, like small ski boots, or items that you use in the industry. It's a very simple project.
Yes.
And Switzerland is also known to be the world champion in recycling. Like 95% of our glass bottles get recycled and turn into another glass bottle. The same for PET. And I grew up as a kid collecting paper, from all the households, because in these days we were still paid for collecting paper. Now the community or the city you live in take it for free and they make paper again.
You made money pocket out of recycling when you were young, so you grew up with this culture.
That put this idea into my mind,
I love this. I will make a confession. I never ski. I never went.
Can I invite you?
Yes, please.
We have so many
Will you teach me how to ski?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I never did this.
Give it to. We can start in the Mall of the Emirates and then go to Switzerland.
Yeah, baby steps. So
Okay.
let's start there.
Okay.
Yeah, I see this and I like it. I don't know why we are talking about food and worms.
Why are we talking about worms?
Yes.
1,000 worms can transform 60 kilo, 65 kg of organic waste. Your banana peels, your apple, the inside of an apple that you normally throw with their general waste. We collected we have these little green boxes at every Swiss household. We put the organic waste, we collect it, and then the worms will transform it into fertile soil that we use in our garden.
So every household in Switzerland, they have this. They transform the food into soil.
Okay, if you have your own garden, yes, you collect the organic waste, you put it in a special place in your garden where you have all the worms coming, and it's transformed into soil.
Okay.
If you live in an apartment in the city, the community will collect it every week, once a week, and they will do it on a larger scale.
Wow, everything have a second and third life and well used, actually.
True. And here with these fountains, this rather simple way of presenting it, we try to bring it very close to the people, you know, for them to be inspired and consider why don't I do something similar at home.
Very inspiring, Manuel. Very
Thank
inspiring,
you.
And of course I believe now what you told me about the most innovative nation in the world. So where are you taking me next?
This room is also very special.
Yeah.
Maybe you feel like being entertained. It's now curated by Nestle, one of our sponsors of the Swiss Pavilion. We've had Schindler, we've seen Rolex.
Yeah.
Here we've already had Roche and Novartis, the two big pharmaceutical Swiss company, and now the space is taken over by Nestle for 1 month.
And Nestle is having a very nice and noble initiative, actually.
The mangroves.
The mangroves.
It's beautiful,
I love this.
isn't it? Yes.
To come here to the Swiss Pavilion and bring the kids and people here to plant 5,000 mangrove in UAE, in Dubai. I love this initiative. So what's the point of it? What is the idea behind it?
Well, the point of this exhibition is best explained by one of my colleagues.
Yes.
And maybe we can even do the game. It's a very popular room and people are activated to move, you know?
We will play. I'm ready. Let's play.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
Should we
of
play?
course. We play.
Can we play?
Hi.
Hi. This is activation game from the left. The duration is 5 minutes and there are 5 exercises.
We will exercise. Oh, I changed
5
my mind.
minutes.
5 minutes. Exercise.
Let's do it. Come
Okay.
on. Or at least one.
Okay, 1 minute. So should we start?
Okay, let's go.
Take our position here.
You're 4.
I will give you,
I'm
Manuel,
5.
another confession. I don't like the gym.
I never go to the gym.
So we are here, and what do we do?
Now we learn about the future of the kids when it comes to good nutrition and health.
Yes.
And then I think we will be activated or asked to do something very soon. Jump!
Jump!
Quit!
No! No! Oh, it's not fair, Manuel. I'm in high heels. It's not fair. Okay.
We should have spoken about the dress code first.
But I think because it's not fair, that's enough for exercise for today.
I think so.
What did they say? Clap, 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 clap.
That was easier.
This is easy. It's fine. This is very easy. But you know, we should come back when I'm in different shoes.
And now we should reward ourselves with chocolate.
Yes, yes, chocolate. You know, I read a fun fact that Swiss have the average consumption of 10.5 almost per year. 10.5 kg per year in chocolate.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
No, it's not, because I eat around 10 kg. Can I be Swiss?
Yeah.
Per year? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you as a chocolate person,
Yeah.
how you described yourself just now, first of all, you should get the Swiss passport and you should prove that you're a chocolate person by tasting this chocolate. And it's very special because Sprüngli is a Swiss brand. They have a lot of shops in Switzerland. Outside of Switzerland, they only have 2 shops, in the Dubai Mall and the Abu Dhabi Galleria Mall,
Excellent.
a third one at Expo. And they have developed the product for the market, produced in Switzerland, but only sold in the Emirates. And that's what we're going to taste now.
You don't invite me for chocolate, I invite myself, always.
Look
I
at
love
this.
Raffiné.
Huh? It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Which one is yours? I'm going to have one with you.
Of course you have. But, you know, I thought the 3 are for me, Manuel.
Okay, you're
No,
my
it's
guest.
okay, it's okay. I will share with you. So which one you want?
No, you pick.
Of course.
Yeah. The lady is going for pink. I'm going for dark brown.
Okay.
Cheers.
What's inside?
I think it's
This is
passion fruit, possible?
passion fruit, yeah.
I think so.
Wow. It's an explosion of
It is.
flavor
And it's such
in
a
a
thin-
very thin layer of chocolate.
Yeah, okay. It's yours. Enjoy.
I'm speechless. And I'm rarely speechless, Manuel.
Come back. We're actually open at 9 every morning for people who have to work at Expo. They're facing a very busy day. They come here, enjoy a coffee, eat a chocolate, and then go to work, and your day will be
This
different.
is a white chocolate, and inside it's a melting of raspberry chocolate, I think.
No, it's
I'm
very,
coming here every morning.
very innovative product. I love it. And I don't understand why they don't sell it in Switzerland, but good for us living here.
But good that you told me where is it, because I'm coming back. Oh, this is...
I'll
More
see you now
chocolate.
every day.
Now the average of my consumption will be like 13 kg per year. Not good, Manuel. This is amazing. I'm not happy to finish this episode with you, Manuel. I had fun,
I'm
honestly.
sad that we can spend some more time together, you know?
Yes.
We take one of the Schindler elevators, we see a real elevator taking
Yeah.
us up to the rooftop. We enjoy
Yeah.
the view. And we have prepared something for you, melted cheese. Do you know what it's all about? Melted cheese. It's called raclette. And it's a dish that we eat in winter and now even in summer. It's very nice. You'll see.
Looking forward to it. Let's
Should we go?
Yes, 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 yes. Okay.
Marhaba.
Marhaba.
Above the Swiss fog.
Oh yeah, we
We've
are
reached the
above
top
the
again.
yes
We're above-
again.
we're literally above the fog.
The fog is down here, and we
Yeah.
are. You know, you have one of the most beautiful, what they call balconies, something?
Rooftop
Rooftop
terrace.
terrace.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rooftop
one of the
terrace.
most beautiful terrace here. It's really nice.
And it is both, you know. We think we have the longest bar of Expo. We
Yeah.
have a very private space
Yeah.
for hosting events, but we can also climb the stairs and go even higher up, and that's where we have the beautiful view from.
But you know, waiting for the raclette to be ready, the cuisine of Switzerland is diverse. It's not only.
a seat.
Thank you, merci, très gentil.
It is.
It's not only, of course, cheese and chocolate.
It's not only cheese and chocolate. It's also potatoes. Rösti, for example, that used to be a dish that farmers ate for breakfast.
Yeah.
You know, first the day before they cooked the potatoes, then they peel them, they grate them, and they fry them. And that was a farmer's breakfast. And now it's used in a very high-level restaurants. You normally eat it with émincé, which is meat with a creamy sauce with mushrooms. So it's a cuisine that is very potato
Yeah.
driven.
Which is my
but
favorite
obviously
cuisine.
now with all the, we are a very international country. You know,
Of course.
25% of the population is from abroad. Many Italians that moved to Switzerland in the 60s. So we have all the varieties of pasta, and we have our soft drinks even that we're known for. There's a funny soft drink. Unfortunately, we couldn't bring it here. It's a cheese-based soft drink, believe it or not. Yes.
Does it taste? You
Doesn't
put cheese
taste
in
like-
everything.
It doesn't taste like cheese, but it's cheese-based.
cheese-based.
It's made by using leftovers from the cheese production, and you turn it
Nice.
into a Swiss soft drink.
It's ready.
Look, the raclette is
Hi,
coming.
Thank you.
Thank you
What's
so
your
much.
name? Yannick. Thank you, Yannick. Thank you
Yannick
very
is
much.
our Swiss chef.
Thank you, Yannick. Nice meeting you. So this is the raclette.
This is the raclette.
So, okay, now, this is the first time I will eat raclette.
It usually comes with pickles.
Of course.
to-
and
to-
small
some salt
onion.
and small onions.
Yeah.
And the melted cheese
Yeah,
that was
over?
melted in an oven
Yeah.
is poured over some small potatoes.
Oh. Look at this. I'm spoiled today. chocolate.
Chocolate and cheese.
And cheese.
Maybe it was in the wrong order. But
Yeah, I know. Cheese. I'm going for the cheese now.
yes, just cheese, no potato.
I love this chocolate. Very simple concept, by the way. Very delicious.
simple.
And you will finish eating? Just 1 second. شكرا لكم مشاهدينا على متابعة هذه الحلقة تأتيكم من الجناح السويسري الجميل، فيه الكثير من الإبداع وخاصة الأكل أيضا. ونلتقيكم طبعا الأسبوع القادم مع جناح آخر وضيوف كرام آخرين. تصبحون على خير. One potato for you, one potato for me. Manuel, you have to be fair. Okay, those two, but I don't care. I'm the guest today.
But it's good actually, could be breakfast. Maybe a bit
I
heavy.
eat potato anytime. No. Very delicious.